very cool card trick. This is something that you don't even have to work for. I know I'm posting a lot of beginner tricks, but this one isn't necessarily too beginnerish. It's got a really neat effect. So, okay, so let's go ahead and start off. You take the deck of cards, you tell your spectator, you can shuffle it up, give the deck a little bit of a mix up, and at this point what you do is you tell them, alright, I want you to go ahead, and at this point, guys, you're going to turn your head around, you're going to close your ears so you cannot see anything that's going on, right? You tell your spectators, look, I'm going to turn my head around, go ahead and just take, just cut the deck, somewhere that you want to, and then what I want you to do is count out, the top number of cards that you count to. So take it off, cut it, and then count the packet out, and then what I want you to do is just, turn me around once you guys are done. So from here, the spectator will go ahead, and with your head turned, you count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 cards. Okay, so at this point, once the spectator's done counting the cards, they would have you turn around because, as a magician, you want to let them know that you really don't know how many cards they counted to, right? So at this point, as your back is turned or whatever, you can pick up this pile of cards and just, as you turn around, you're just going to casually shuffle up the deck and take the rest of the cards. Say, okay, go ahead and give me, all the cards you cut to, whatnot. Say, look, so with my head turned, I have no idea how many cards you actually cut to, right? So I'm going to try and cut to the exact same number, okay, that you did. And at this point, as a magician, you really wouldn't know how to do it. You wouldn't know how thick or how deep to cut it to. All you're going to do is take the cards, pick them up, pick the cards over, and say, look at your spectator and say, I want you to go ahead and just go ahead and count these cards for me. So it's very easy. The spectators do all the work here. Basically, they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 cards. So that is the trick, guys, and if you want to learn how to do it, don't forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so here's how you guys are going to be able to do the trick. So it's very simple. The only thing you need is you just get a joker or an extra card or even a card that, if it's a deck that you care about. Obviously I have the joker here, but if you just want to take any one of the cards and bend it just a little bit like this, get a little crimp in the card, that's actually all you need to do. So take it like hot dog style, and you bend the card, and you stick it on the bottom of the deck, and then what you really give the deck a few shuffles, just making sure to leave their card on the bottom. And that's pretty much the only setup for the trick. And at this point, you really truly do have them pick or have them cut the deck anywhere they like, and then they're going to cut and they're going to count the cards they cut to from the top of the deck. So in this case, let's say we did, just to make it short and sweet, simple, we'll do about this many cards. This whole time, guys, make sure your back is turned. They can truly count to however many cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cards. Now, at this point, once they're counting the cards, they're done counting, they tap you on the shoulder, you come back, and what you can do is actually grab the bottom deck here, and it's a lot easier when you're in person because you can actually talk to them and say, okay, alright, so you cut the deck in half, anywhere you wanted to, and you happen to pick this number of cards, and I have no idea, how many cards you actually, you cut to. At this point, all I did was an overhand shuffle, which brought this bent card to the top of this packet, and you take the cards and you put them right on top of the bent card, and that's it. Okay, that's the entirety of the trick. The moment you touch the sides of the deck here, and you come over and you cut the cards, you're going to be able to feel on the sides of the deck where the bent card is, and as you pick it up, you can cut right from this bent card. So the whole main thing of the trick is that you have no idea what number of these cards the spectators actually cut to, so you won't necessarily have the greatest idea of where to start. And what you do is you don't want the spectators to notice this bent card on top of the deck, so you say, okay, I want you to go ahead and count those cards out and tell me if that's the same number that you cut to before. And and I just say that to the spectators, just give the deck over here and cut, and just kind of lose that bent card in the middle. So this way, they're not, because in some flashes of the light here, you guys can see it, you can almost see the bending, of the card like that. Like right there, you can kind of see where it's bent a little bit. So just try to keep that as inconspicuous as you can.